Okay. Next up, we'll
Okay,
go to the main strike package.
then it's
It's
working.
a two-ship Tomcat. You guys are gonna hold at air-to-ground station Jason behind our cap tracks, and your rendezvous with the Chiefs are at waypoint 3 for rendezvous. Uh, Traffic controllers are clear to whatever altitude. Just make sure that altitude is communicated over waypoint 3 with Chiefs. Uh, Talk amongst each other during the individual flight briefing, whatever tack you want to use, so you guys are communicating all the way through your flight. So you guys rendezvous at waypoint 3, ingress at 4, and move up to 5. Oh, not that one. There we go. There we go. Air to ground station Jason. Just hold an orbit there until we get accurate BDA from the seed flights. In case the strike package has failed in taking out the tracking radars of both batteries, it is up to this. It's up to you guys and the mission commanders to decide if you do want to press. Like I said, can only engage 2 aircraft at once, no matter how many launchers they have. So if you guys feel confident you can get the bombs away, maybe the remaining F-16s, F-18s, or F-15s can act as the bait and draw the attention of the tracking radar, and then we can maybe create a window for the F-14s. So talk amongst yourselves and talk with the mission commander. That's going to be strike 2, and proceed whichever way seems fit. And for Chiefs, pretty straightforward. Waypoint 3 is for rendezvous for you guys as well. So make sure you are communicating on the same tack or whatever channel you guys want to use. And then you guys are just going to be following VF 103 until there's their threats, and we'll break you away. Any questions from Jolly Rogers or Chiefs?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's have fun, and I'll come back home alive. The only thing is, I do have something at like that would be 10:30 ish Zulu time, so I have to hard disconnect in like 2.5 hours after mission starts. So hopefully I get back home. I mean, I land until then, but just letting you guys know I might have to disconnect hard at that time. All right, we'll break off into our individual squadron briefings and flight briefings, and we'll go from there. As always, double check your multiplayer username is the correct call sign for this mission, and do not connect to the server until a mission commander, one of the controllers, comes in and clears you guys on.
All
Right?
gamblers, if I can request, please join briefing 1 first before you split up in your squadrons or
Right.
your flights.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right. So we're
Hello, hello. Okay, buddy, Tony. Oh, yep, Tony. I gave Charlie the perms. Okay. So for around half of us, we've done this last mission. Keep that key points when we do initiate the dive. I just want to make sure we are already in a trail configuration over the air-to-ground station, so we're orbiting in a trail instead of a parade or a finger four or cruise, whatever. Just make sure we get in. We already get in a trail formation, so it's an easy transition from the orbit to the initial point. Everybody following in. Once we initiate the dive, just, as usual, we're losing about 25,000 feet in a matter of less than a minute. So full boards, get your speed brakes out all the way. Jammers on during the dive, jammers on, so music's on. And idle throttle, trail configuration, get down. Again, we do not need to hit our goal, which is, by the way, the magic number is 20 feet. 20 feet is our goal. 20 feet will guarantee the SA-15s will not track you. And thankfully in DCS, the barometric altitude hold works really well over water. And the radar, I wouldn't worry too much about it getting fucked up. Just put that barometric altitude on, and we should be totally fine. We do not need to hit that 20, however, until we're within range of SA-15. So give and take, I'd say, just to be safe, 15 nautical miles from the reference point, which is your targets, the batteries. So after your dive from 25,000 feet, you don't need to be a show off and hit 20 feet when you pull up and level out. Just get to somewhere safe around
what if I
1,000
want to though?
and slowly work your way down. You got like 50 to 70 miles to go at low altitude. So work your aircraft down slowly. Keep your eyes on the lead or the aircraft in front of you. If you are getting into the wake turbulence, especially at low altitude, just offset tiny bit to the left or right. Hornet's got one of the best, if not the best, autopilot system. Will keep you at level flight really easily. So just offset a little bit. We want to go about 1 mile combat spread and trail for configuration. So just enough to keep your lead in sight. When we do the pop-up, I've set the cues in the form of all the actual waypoints. So you'll be able to read them on your HSI. The key is we don't really want to get spotted all the way by the SA-15s before we pop up. And because we're so low,
North
we won't reach the
18.
minimum release zone
06.
until we have initiated the pop-up. So you won't see yourself in the circle very, very much until you actually go up. The longer you stay up, the longer the range, obviously, but the higher chance the SA-15s will pick you up and shoot at you. So what I would recommend is pull up at the very last minute and do your loft very, very late. Release the bombs and then get the fuck out. If you do, however, get tracked while you're in low altitude approaching target, don't freak out. Just don't pull the stick up. That will be bad news for you because yes,
North.
are very, very good at shooting fast. So just stay below, offset a little, see if you can just
06.
bring her down another 10 feet or so.
14 point.
Missiles will get trashed.
14.
In case we do run into AAA,
East
just ignore it. There's
15.
nothing we can do. We can't really dodge AAA if they do hit us. Stay
47.
on target. Just maintain your approach. And when you do pop up, program so that you're dumping 20 flares and 20 chaff. We are expecting man pads. We are expecting teens. So chaff and flare, dump them all once when you pop up, as you pop up. And then when you break, dump them again before you get back down to low altitude. 20 feet, guys. That's the magic number. 20 feet. That'll keep us safe.
So, just to question, after the air to ground station orbit, are we immediately diving rapidly down to that 20 feet? Like immediately as we're given the go ahead, just head
Yes.
down, fly
Yeah.
20 feet, and then pop up basically right in front of the island?
Yes, so the SA-5s, as you know, have a really big range. So,
yeah.
we want to get under that the whole time, or else we'll get tracked. So at 25,000 feet at your air-to-ground station, you're at 25,000 feet or so, and
Okay.
then you're in trail configuration. You turn and turn and turn, and then mission commander gives us the green light to come in hot. And then we just continue that orbit until the initial point, which is where we want to roughly get established at low altitude. Not necessarily again at 20 feet, low altitude. So don't pull up too late because there's no reason to do that. SA-5s won't track us at 1,000 feet or 500 that easily. So just get to about 1,000 and then work the rest of the 880 feet down slowly.
Is there a loft altitude we're looking for in particular?
No, just keep your eye on the HSI and your HUD queue. Last week I had made the mistake. I was so focused on the range to the reference point, I wasn't actually lofted long enough to get into the minimum release area, so my bombs did not drop. So but the thing is, the closer as close as you can get to the target without popping up will mean you can stay shorter distance in the loft, right? Because you're getting closer and closer to that tiny circle, and the circle will get bigger as you pull up. So just my recommendation is follow the cues. There's going to be a cue on your HSI for waypoint. It's going to be called pop-up, release. So follow those cues. You also have reference, which is set at the center of the battery. So use those 3 cues to determine when you want to pull up. And the guys behind the rest of the division, do not pull up when your lead is pulling up. Follow your individual cues, right? So everybody determines on their own. Because if we are in a 1 mile spread, that's 4 miles of difference, and the last guy's going to be up in the air for so long they'll get snapped out of the sky. So don't worry about what the lead is doing. Follow your own cues and distances, and keep your eye on the cues for release. Any other questions, guys?
Why'd you name the air to ground station after?
I just use names because they're easy to remember, and they're just going off of the initial first letter of each squadron's nickname. So Bentley and Bradley is for Blue Blasters. Cap, Gracie, Greta, that's all for Gamblers.
Gamblers, yeah.
Not dead yet, man. You don't need to memorialize me yet.
Why are you so scared today, Sunny D? You're not gonna die, okay? If anything, Splash and I will be the first ones to get shot down. If we do, guys, that just press on the attack, because if the SA-15s have shot at us, and at least we get the bombs off, that's 3 targets they're trying to track, which should give the rest of you guys plenty of time for you to get your bombs released. What I found out through some testing is that the SA-15 has a much quicker initial acquisition time, so it locks onto you faster, like 4 seconds or something, the first time it spots you, and it takes longer for it to switch targets after it's been tracking one. So my hope is if Splash and I do get targeted and shot at, that will buy you guys 3-4 seconds at additional time to get your bombs off.
Everyone remembers their
boy.
carrier procedures, right? Right.
Huh? What did you say, Torch?
Oh, never mind.
You're gonna set a fire on the carrier again? Is that what you just said?
Hmm? Oh, I never said any such thing.
I'm just kidding. It should be a fun one. The low altitude part is honestly not that stressful. It's over water. It can't be easier actually with the Hornet. So we're just gonna be picking our thumbs for like 5 to 10 minutes until we have to do the loft. So it'll be pretty chill. So not too worried about it. The only thing is, if the cap flights miss MiG-29s, we're sitting ducks in the water, like literally sitting ducks. So hopefully, there's nothing we can do. Just press on the attack, and hopefully, the F-16s take care of the bad guys.
Yeah, they won't see us that low. Hopefully.
Oh, absolutely, they will. They will absolutely see us that low.
The AI is all knowing.
Yeah, in multiplayer servers, I've had AI track me like really low over water, like no problem, and launch a missile from very high up. So,
God damn it!
They don't even use their radar; they just see you.
Yeah,
With their eyes.
Yeah, they got eyes.
I actually think like the AI 100% has a much more simplified flight model than
Oh yeah.
you're actually flying it, and then they also have like very rudimentary parameters for target acquisition and whatnot. So I don't think they should be able to track us in real life when we're that low, moving fast. But DCS, I wouldn't trust anything in DCS.
No. Well, I mean, you can see it when you do BFM with the AI. It's like it's obvious that they're.
They don't lose energy, man. Sometimes it just goes skyrocketing, fucking wild.
It's crazy. It's even more egregious in Warbirds because it's like Warbirds.
Who did that?
What happened?
Dude, what is it? Who's playing Gartic? Who did, bro? Ray, what are you doing?
Hey, sorry.
Power.
I'm working on it.
Got that.
Stupid VR. I don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah. Yesterday, speaking of AI, I had the craziest. So remember, we had the Su-33s, like Phantom Fox 1-3 missiles.
Oh, that shit.
I had a similar experience in our pretense yesterday. So I was flying around with Cook John in my F-14, and then we get a launch from SA-2. So I got Singer going on. So I was like, all right, SA-2, and then. So I dive down low, get between the canyons, and then the missile's trash. We no longer hear the Singer going off on our RWR. So we're like, all right, perfect. Let's get back to the mission. So I pull up again, and I'm flying, no RWR. All of a sudden, like 20, 15 seconds later, I just blow up.
Yeah,
and then,
it's
I was like, what? How am I not getting any RWR? It's the same SA-2 that lost me, and then it just somehow regained lock on me without giving me a tone.
No, the AI is absolutely insane. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's a problem too. If you set it below the hardest, they're too easy, and then the second you put it at the hardest, it's like, okay, well now it's just ridiculous. Yeah, like aces, like absolute.
I mean, the thing is, like,
who's
all
in my
right,
squadron?
AI doing dumb things and like, reacquiring me after losing track for 15 seconds. That's fine, but like, you should the same missile. Like, you should give me. Where's my RWR?
give-
Like, why is
Power.
my RWR silent?
They've got new advanced technology. That new Russian, I don't know, what is that, infrared?
Latest SAM site, the SA2, cutting edge technology. Silent track. It's like a fucking IR missile.
Yeah. Oh, God bless.
All right, I'll go talk to the controllers and let them know the live mission is up.
Guys, join the Gartic phone. Come on.
For the record, it's not me playing it right now.
Yeah, it's me. Come on. Get here.
I'm in.
Hey. Okay. Dude, you're so creative. I like this. This is fun.
Yeah, it's easy. Boy.
Arctic.
I don't know how to draw.
Hello.
Well, you guys are good to join whenever you're ready.
Thank you, boss.
Let's
All right, guys,
go.
we're going.
All right, see you in there.
Good luck.
Good luck, fellas.
Oh, just let's see the severity of this Kartik song.
Heads up, we're pretty on the borderline in terms of how many 18s we can have at once. So any issues, let us know.
Roger.
Okey dokes.
Thank you.
All right. Let's pop it over to my stream chat. Let's get Elmo working. Elmo working. Oh shit. That wasn't supposed to happen. Everyone caught that, right? It crashed. Hey, my DCS crashed for a second, so I'm just reloading. This is not the day for weird shit to be happening. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, let's fix Pen is working, right? Pen is working. Okay, let's crank right. Ooh, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Let me just check the... Yeah, there we go. Do 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 do. Flight controls. Flight controls. Okay, let's do a check on... And is SRS working? It should be working, I think. Yeah, I think. Alright, well, unless I hear from... Okay, let's do this, we'll do that. Oh, what if I change the interval? So we'll do 10, yeah, so it's gonna be like 10 really quick dispenses, right? And we'll put this up on the HUD. SA page sensor. Guard. But now let's go into the stores page. Actually, let's bring this up on the other page. And let's set both of these. So let's set strike 227,000. And then this is going to be carrier 250000. Alright. Okay, JDAM display. This is... okay. Mission. Target UFC. Target number 1. Elevation in feet is going to be 3. Lat longs, let's go into the latitude, north, 18, 06, 11, enter, then 0.21, enter. Longitude is going to be east, 145, 47. 38. 58. Alright. So that's pre-planned target 1. That's all set up. Okay. Elevation in feet for this one is 11.
Joker 1-1, radio check on tag 130. Joker 1-1, Joker 1-2. Loud and clear. Com check on 130. Readability 5.
Joker 1-1, Joker 1-3, radio check on 130.
Readability 5, how many?
5x5.
Flight 1, let's take a couple more minutes to get everything programmed.
Treat. One 5. I scratched it in.
Flight 1, go ahead and switch off your formation lights. No lights to the catapult. It's going to be pretty bright when we're flying, so no formation lights today. Set bingo fuel to 4,000 pounds.
Treat. 145. 47. 39. I'm gonna enter that, and then we're gonna go 64. Nice.
Whenever you're ready, push radio 22227 for Dark Star strike.
Tree has 227. Nice. Okay.
Dark Star 200, reshift Hornet, ready for radio check on strike 227. Correction, magic 227. Magic 200, reshift Hornet, ready for radio check on strike 227 for magic.
Hmm.
Joker 1-1, go for radio check. Readability 5, how many? 5 also. Magic Joker 1-2, com check on 227. Readability 5, how many? 5 also.
Magic Joker 1-3, radio check on 227.
5, how many?
5x5.
Flight this is 1, we're 9 minutes from our scheduled departure time. Go ahead and switch radio 22250 for Washington Tower.
Tree 250. Gonna be the first one in, guys. Whoop-de-doo, right? Oh. Oh, I do have a targeting pod. I have an at-flare. Okay.
Flight 1, check in when you're ready for taxi.
Tree.
Washington Tower, remove your wheel tracks. Reshift Hornet, ready for radio check on 250. Wheel tracks are now removed. 200, Washington Tower, go for radio check on
how me?
200 Washington, 5 also.
Washington Tower 209, com check on 250.
209 Washington, readability 5, how me?
5 also.
Washington Tower, radio check on 250 from 211.
211 Washington, readability 5, how me?
5x5.
Washington Tower 2003, ship boarded. Will report when ready to taxi.
200 Washington, thank you.
Flight 1, go ahead and remove wheel chocks.
Tree, and tree's ready to go.
And 2's got a good jet. Good jets all across. Washington Tower 2003, ship boarded. Request taxi to catapult for case 1 departure.
Oh, we're gonna taxi the first two guys first.
200 Washington Tower, good taxi to Cap 1.
200, Cap 1.
209 Washington Tower, taxi Cap 3, when ready.
209.
211 Washington, stand by for taxi.
Stand by, 211. Let's turn that shit on, yeah. Turn it on. Turn it on again. Won't you do your thing for me? Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Nice, taking the cag bird out.
Flight 1, report when up and ready on Cap.
Just a really quick check. Does my compass agree with... Yes, it does. I don't know why the HSI isn't showing my heading at the moment, but whatevs. It's all good.
One up and ready on Cap 1.
Make sure that's closed up.
211 Washington, you're clear to taxi to Cap 2, hold well short of it, please.
Clear to taxi Cat 2 and holding short of the Cat 211.
2700 and Cap 3. Washington Tower 200209, up and ready on Cap 1 and 2.
209 Washington Tower, clear to launch at your discretion.
200. Can you give me permission to launch 2? Yep, he did. Washington Tower 201, request shot check on 250.
201 Washington Tower, readability 5, how many?
5 up. Attack my target.
Washington Tower 206, radio check 250. 206 Washington, readability 5, how many? 5 also. Washington Tower, clear to line up, Captain.
Clear Cat 2 211.
Flight 1 climbing Angels 4 for waypoint 1 for assemble.
Change of position.
Washington Tower 1, on a rendezvous, receiving join, straight right.
With Jones, he's having SRS issues, so we're going to contact for a little bit longer. 201, Washington, copy. Tell them to check member announcements. Mad Dog made an announcement about it. Yep. Change of position.
Visual on you. 2-1 accelerating to 300 knots.
Okay. Washington Tower 211 in position on Cat 2.
211, Washington Tower, clear to launch, Captain.
Clear to launch 211. Wipe the controls. Looking good. Hand salute. And then in real life you'd hold on to the rails up here. Skadoosh. Gear up. Flaps up.
1, application for departure, climb to Angels 4 for waypoint 1 for assemble. 1 and 2, left-hand orbit over waypoint 1.
And Angels 4 at waypoint 1 will be looking for you guys. 3.
3-1 confirm.
That's 4,000 and waypoint 1 for tree.
Feedback correct.
Oh god.
Really good job, guys. Right on the money. Currently 0651. Right on the time.
I can kind of see them right here. I don't know how well this shows up in the stream, but there are 2 little dots kind of right there. Those are my friends. One tree, what's your contract speed?
300 knots.
300 tree. Roger 1, I have visual on the both of you, Tree.
Roger, proceed rejoin.
Rejoin, Tree. Tree.
Movement in position. Washington Tower.
1 Tree in position.
We have another interruption. Like 202
Oh, you're kidding.
How did he manage that? 202 appears to still be on the book to me. Not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I think we got a little audio card guy lifting out of the water and put him back on the go. Oh, I see. Let me know when he's good to go. Okay. Washington Tower 200, moving at 209-211, established Angel 4 over waypoint 1. Permission to proceed to waypoint 2 for ingress. 200 Washington, clear waypoint 2 for ingress. Altitude your screen. Altitude, flying discretion 200, pushing waypoint 2. Flight 1, we're going to continue the left-hand orbit, transition into waypoint 2, maintain right formation, speed 300 knots. We're going to establish on the new heading of 000, and we'll initiate a 10-degree climb.
Tree.
Correction, 5-degree climb. Washington Tower 201.
Tree.
02 just disconnected, so we're pushing the bottom, request taxi to get off. Washington Tower, copy, request taxi to Cat 1. Copy 201, Cat 1. 412 Washington Tower, request taxi to Cat 3. 412, Cat 3. Washington Tower, I just I need to respond because one of the big guys going. Flight 1 established, you're heading 000, initiating 5-degree climb. 412 Washington taxi.
Tree.
Cancel taxi clearance. Actually, no, continue.
No, it wasn't you. No. What happened, dude? What the fuck happened?
Tower 206, green jets. 206 Washington Tower, copy. Can you line up on Cat 1 from where you are? Affirm, I'm right next to it.
Ah, buddy, what happened, dude?
206 Washington, go for it then. Thank you. 206.
SRS wouldn't work, had to repair. Game crashed on SRS connection, got back in, plane walked out, went sideways, slipped off the deck on alignment, tried one last time, server got server just. Ah, man. Ah, that was you. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Tuck the parade formation in just a little more. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. We heard everything that was happening on SRS. I'll have to bring up the track next time because yeah, I have to see this for myself. Bro, these lag spikes, fuck me.
Tower 206, route flow is up and ready, Cat 1. 206 Washington, copy, no worries. Flight 1, update that way.
Tree state 14.6. Thanks, buddy. Sorry things didn't work out.
2 update date. 214.6, sorry, Roger. Magic 200 moving in for 209211, low state 14.5, left handover to strike. 200 Washington Tower, chop 227 decimal 04, Magic. 227 for Magic 200. Washington Tower. Flight 1, let me know when you're established on 227. 200.
Tree has 227 in the box.
Magic 200, moving in with 209211, ready for handover for Magic at 227. Low state 14.3. Joker 1, this is Magic, radar contact now, 180 for midnight 0 volts. Magic 200, proceeding to waypoint 230 Hornet. Will report when ready to fence in. Magic out. Alright guys, it's got a funny joke.
What do the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap.
Right, towards the JDAM being that was a terrible joke.
Darn it.
Flight 1, we're 76 miles from ingress. 15 miles before ingress, we'll go ahead and do our fence checks.
Treat.
Flight 1 approaching Angels 25. Flight 1 leveling out Angels 25.
Tree. One tree, your taillight's on.
My tail looks down.
Your light. I think it might be your position light.
No ingress. When we do our fence checks and we're master arms on, we'll turn off the light.
Copy, tree.
Talking to my foreload up. So we're ready to turn 300 knots again. I was trying to check below to see if my tail hook was that. I was like, I did not lower my tail hook. Apologize.
You're good.
Lead is back to 300 knots. Proceed. Rejoin whenever. Two's working on it. Magic Joker 1-1. Joker 1-1 traffic update, 345 to 40, similar altitude, will be crossed across your nose. If you can proceed, Angels 26 or above. Angel 26 or above, Joker 1-1. Okay guys, gentle 5-degree climb to Angels 27, maintain 300 knots.
Tree. tree.
Magic Joker 1-1, 3 ship Hornet now established Angel 2-7. Joker 1-1, Magic acknowledged. I missed Nicholas. We didn't get him a call sign last mission. I have several suggestions. Personality is one of the categories, so I'll be looking forward to it. So on that work yesterday, we had a cake cutting ceremony for our crew relaunching it. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? Oh, I thought I was expecting you to say something funny at work after the cake cutting. Oh, no, just saying this we still out there. Good, man. What kind of cake? It was chocolate. The commander of the flight is pushing over his former A-34 blasters. Real life. That is so cool. That is super, super cool, man. I'd love to meet retired or active pilots, naval aviators. That would be super cool. Alright, guys, we're 24 miles from egress. Go ahead and start your fence checks, and then we'll fence in at 15 miles.
Got the power setting dialed in. I really don't need to touch the throttles unless I'm really losing on speed or if the rest of my flight is goofing up and I gotta stay in formation with them.
One is fenced in, state 13.3. Two is fenced in, state 12.9.
3 fenced in, state 13.0.
Magic Joker 1-1, 3 ship Hornet fenced in, low state 12.8. Magic. Magic Joker 2-1, checking handle. Joker 2-1, Magic, we have E185, 200, MSC distract. Flight 1, until we're given the clear to hot, stay on air-to-air radar.
Tree. Set these a day. Oh my gosh.
I got Spike, who is it? It's gone now. Momentary spike there. Someone did not call ray gun.
Tree.
At 3 miles from air to ground station Bentley, we'll initiate a left-hand orbit at angles 27, 300 knots.
A tree.
When over air to ground station Bentley, switch to trail formation. And we don't need a 1 mile spread yet, so stay close to trail formation.
Tree.
Wait, did you hit me last time? No, you close. Oh, okay. It's very gentle low tap if you did. But you did, so that's good.
Just kissing the homies on final.
Magic G1, what's the status of victory tonight? We on fair frequency, there's no one there. G1 and Magic, we have an issue with victory 1-1, victory 1-3 is on the count about takeoff now. G1. Flight 1, we're 5 miles out, prepare to transition into trail formation and left-hand orbit.
Tree.
One starting orbit. One, two, trail. Confirm trail formation. No need for a combat spread yet, though. Stay close.
Tree, trail, and close. Oh! That's a wake.
Magic Joker 1 established at air to ground station Bentley as fragged. Standing by for tasking. Joker 1 Magic, acknowledge, standby. Standing by, Joker 1-1.
One, 3 interrogative. So target waypoint is 5, but we don't need to put that as waypoint designated for our bombs, correct?
Waypoint 5 is for pop-up, waypoint 6 is for release. Check 2. I'm sorry, waypoint 5 is for pop-up, waypoint 6 is for release. Waypoint go with reference. Reference is set to the center of the entire battlefield. Speed 3-1 Mad Dog. He sees you should be a ship, but he's hiding right now.
Roger that. Tree.
Yeah, we're taking shape first reach of the 30 on this side. Well, I think. 3, this is 1. Advise, begin your pop-up at waypoint 5. Release at waypoint 6.
Pop up at 5, release at 6. 7 is the center of the target cluster. Tree.
Reference is the center of the target. 6 is the approximate release point. 5 is pop-up, so after popping up, keep your eye on the HUD queue for minimum release. you're ready. And then brake right.
Affirmative, tree.
Then we're just gonna pull back up on the way back, right? If there's a way back. I mean, yes, we're gonna pull back on the way back. When we're cleared hot, make sure you get your music's on and boards out in the dive.
Tree.
Yeah, I feel like Mariana is probably a really good place to go vacationing.
Probably some really good fishing, I bet.
I'm a big on fishing, but honestly, a place like this, I might give it a try. I don't know if I'll get seasick though.
You live on a boat, though.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck around with boats. I never get air sickness, but sea, I feel like different story, especially if the boat's small, you know.
I've only ever gotten airsick once, and that was doing my spin training. I almost, the instructor asked me, he's like, are you good? And I said, yeah, actually, wait, I am kind of feeling a little bit nauseous, and we just went home after that.
And you didn't throw up. I'm easing off the angle of bank here just a little bit, boys. Maintain your speed.
Tree.
Just make sure you have a clear visual of each other, so if you start to dive, it's easier to stay together. 2 or 3.
I see you both, Tree.
Not picking up anything on the radar or RWR. Anybody see anything else? 2 negative.
Nice and calm, Tree.
Magic 211, reached rendezvous point, entering the left-hand orbit at H31. 211 Magic acknowledged. Victory 1 flight is just about takeoff from the area. 2-1. Flight 1, jettison tanks at your discretion. 2.
Tree.
Magic took it to Magic acknowledged confirm the system. Magic Magic acknowledged. Alright boys, I'm gonna go take a piss, I'll be right back. 2.
Tree, see ya.
Thank God for pedal packs, am I right?
Just don't drop any. Final Boss, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're on the JTF 15 server. We're doing a ground strike mission where we're going to be doing a very Star Wars-esque ground attack run. That's Joint Task Force. This is a kind of a private squadron, so we're running on our own private server. We have about, I think, close to 40 people up and flying right now. So I'm with an F-18 squadron, but we have F-16s, an F-14 squadron. This is the F-18 Hornet, and we're going to be doing a bombing run today. So we're just circling around our holding point at the moment, waiting for all the other packages to get into position, and we're all gonna strike at the same time. We have a fun profile because we're right now we're at like 27,000 feet.
Joker 1-1 established at 27 over at ground station Bentley. Low state is 10.9. Can you provide a T-minus to initial? Joker 1 Magic, acknowledged, standby.
But the profile is we're gonna I'm getting wake turbulence. I'm just gonna pull up real quick, bleed off some airspeed. If I get to the outside of him, where is he? There he is.
Flight 1, I lost visual on both of you. Confirm the visual on me. 2 has visual.
Tree, I have visual on the both of you.
Confirm me now has visual. Got both of you on my 7 o'clock. Joker 1 Magic.
Yes, this is a shipborne plane right here. So we did a carrier takeoff at the beginning.
Initial when all spy planes will be on cap for about 10 minutes.
Ugh,
10 minutes. Joker 1.
we're waiting for 10 minutes, gosh. So yeah, we took off from the carrier at the beginning of this mission. We're gonna land at that same carrier at the end of this, provided we survive, because we're attacking a surface-to-air missile site, which is very, very good at shooting down airplanes. So, a really big question mark on whether we're even all gonna survive.
The thing I don't like about hanging out here is while we're here up high,
Yeah, we make juicy targets being this high up. Yes, we're bombing air defense systems, that's correct. So the profile is once we're cleared in, we're gonna dive straight to the deck.
I think I see friendly traffic, 9 o'clock, go out.
We're gonna be flying towards them at like barely 20 feet off the deck. And then we pop up at the last minute, and as we're like 45 degrees up, we release our bombs, and then we dive away. We're gonna do some BERT. We hopefully will have to. If I'm doing BERT, then that means I did something wrong, honestly. Yeah, it's just that bomb run, and then we scram out of there because they'll be shooting missiles in our face at the range that we'll be at, so. But this game is called DCS, Digital Combat Simulator World, so they have a bunch of full fidelity modules, so like every single button you see here has a function, does something, and so it's really for those people who like to get into like systems management and all that, figure out how the real life jet works. I can barely see this person in front of me. I'm very far away from him.
Got contrail, 1 o'clock high.
Copy, contrails, tree. So he's remarking and saying, hey, I see some people up here. You can't tell them to stop. That's the part of the contract is we're supposed to remain together. Now, we were in a tighter formation earlier on, but now we're kind of... It's my duty as a wingman to catch up to the leader. Whenever you acquire them, where are they? There they are. Okay, good. I'm catching up to them. Yeah, so it's my responsibility to catch up to the flight leads. Just confirm. Yeah. The tree just dropped tanks. And what that's gonna do is gonna make me faster. Gonna take the drag off my airplane. Alright. I'm gonna set up the nav system. I'm playing with, so I have a joystick, a throttle, and a rudder pedal system, and I also have head tracking as well, so I move my head and the view inside moves as well. If I were using mouse, it'd be a lot of buttons I'd have to press, so that's a lot of folks in the flight sim community have what are called HOTAS, that's hands on throttle and stick. So I have about, so 26 buttons or so on my stick, and about 15 or so buttons on my throttle, if you don't count that it also has buttons on the pedestal as well. So yeah, it can get really complex with the systems modeling for sure. That's because in a fight, like, you know, I don't want to take my hands off the stick, you know, to reach for a button, right? So the real life jet, Alright, we're cleared. Let's go, go, go. Tree, Magigon. Or Musigon, sorry. Okay. So now we can get out of that turn.
Report when established level at heading 000.
That diamond out there is our target. Tree established. No, those are real. Those are, we have like 40 people.
Dive.
Tree, let's go. Yeah, no, these are real people. We have about 40 people on this server, all flying different kinds of airplanes.
Leveling out at Angels 4.
Yeah, no, this is it. This is, this is it, guys.
Establish at low altitude or aim for 450 knots.
Zoom in just a little bit so we don't lose them. You'll probably hear the terrain warning, I think, happens at like 7,000 feet or so. I'm trying to shallow out my dive a little bit so I'm not creeping up on the speed.
One leveling out. 2.
Tree in the level out.
Okay, work your way down.
Oh, lead, why are you pulling up?
450 knots.
Tree at 400, just trying to keep some spacing.
Roger that. Safety first. And choose no offset to the right. Roger. We got 60 miles to go, boys. Slowly work our way down to 20 feet. Offset from me if you're heading up in my jet. Wing turbulence.
X is basically, the radar is saying that there's terrain coming up and you should do something about it. Now it's no longer detecting that, so we're fine. Lead, what's your contract speed? 450. Copy 450 tree. Alright, let's do this. Let's get right down on the deck. Yeah, it's gonna keep doing that. We're just gonna ignore it. A little bit lower. We need to be 20 feet off the ground. Actually, let me turn my radar altimeter. Actually at 80 feet. Let's go. There we go. There's 30 feet. Yep, that's the water. Any lower and and we're drinking. We're in the drink. We're gonna slow down just a little bit because you can see my guy's right ahead of me. And I don't want to be that close. Trees at 30. Yeah, I'm way too close to my wingman over here, so we're just gonna drop some speed real quick. Yeah, you can see, like, the jet kind of gets a little swirly at this altitude. We have to be at this altitude because the SAM site that we're attacking.
Current queue, I got 4 minutes, 5 minutes and 38 seconds to TMR.
Tree at 6 minutes 30. Yeah, that's literally feet. So 40 feet. I'm gonna try to get back down to 30 feet. Just gonna give it a little bit of trim to the left. There we go. That's the distance I want to see from my flight mates. Yeah, 30 feet. And that's accurate because the R right next to that means it's radar. So that's, I have a radar altimeter underneath the nose. Tree. That's right, so when we're this low, the radar can't see us. I know, that stupid thing's gonna be blipping the whole entire time. I just kinda have to deal with it. Tree, I have visual on both of you. No joy on the targets. Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target. Steady. Steady. Too much really. Yeah, this is as real as it gets. It's too much power. Alright, there's radar just went up. Oh, there's nails from the mud. All right. Tree. Happy trails. Mud Spike SA-15. Radar's tracking us, do something! Oh! Smoke in the air. Whoa, look at that AAA. Shit, somebody got hit. Okay, one of us is popping up. Holy shit! Holy shit! Jerker 1-3, 2 JDAMs away. That's a missile alert. Defending missile. Holy fucking shit. Did I just fucking survive? We are retreating because they're shooting at us. I want to say one of our guys got hit, but Poppy waypoint 9. I have to push as far away from this target as possible though, because this SAM site has a range of about, like, I want to say like 50 miles or so. So if we hit our target, it's not going to be a threat. But if we didn't hit it, then we're still underneath its envelope. So I think we lost 2. We'll pay our respects, Tree. One Tree, low state 7.7. I'll update you when I'm closer to waypoint 9. Well, we all released our bombs, I think. I think 2 got hit right in the face, like on the deck, which is very unfortunate because I heard one, our flight lead, say that he releases bombs. So I don't know what that means. And I've been talking to him right now, so. Kamikaze. Well, you'd have to get close enough. 1,000 kamikaze. That's kind of the idea. Is we had about 2 flights coming in from 2 different directions, all releasing bombs on target, right? So the idea is with that many bombs. And we'll climb the Angels 201 safe Joker tree. You know, I'm not seeing their mud anymore. They're mud. Hopefully we hit them.
Thank you.
1 tree, what's your distance to waypoint 9?
69 miles.
Copy, I'm at about 80 now. I'd like to get away from this altitude only because our fuel burn is really, really high at this altitude, so... So this shows the distance to my waypoint. This little bar shows me where my waypoint is. I'm back on the stick. That is the... That's called alpha. That's like my angle of deflection off, or how high of a angle of attack I'm pulling. This is my Mach number, so we're at Mach 0.74, so that's about an airliner speed. It's the amount of G's that I'm pulling. Because we're not pulling anything, we're feeling 1 G of gravity, right? And this, I don't know. I think this records how many G's I've pulled. So anytime you pull higher than that, it's gonna set what this is. This is the flight path indicator. So basically, this is showing me where my jet is going. So if this goes underneath the horizon, then I'm gonna descend. And if this goes above the horizon, then I'm gonna climb. That's my airspeed, indicated airspeed. So we're doing 487 knots. And that's the compass up on the top. And then this is the attitude indicator that shows us like how many degrees are pointed up or down. We're getting really, really low. Their search radar is still up. That's a bummer. Bummer. Negative track, tree. Although I still see their search radar up as soon as I popped up. So I'm at 2,000 feet now. Are you climbing Angels 2-0 now? Alright, continuing climb, Angels 2-0. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I know about home fuel, damn it. That's what I'm trying to get back home, damn it. So what that's telling me is, let's go see the page. It's gonna be the FPAUSE page. And that's basically telling me that's how much fuel is going to be remaining by the time I get to waypoint 9 on my current settings. It might also give me a... Yeah, optimum range is at this altitude, and that's just gonna continue to climb up. So, to conserve fuel, I'm only at about, like half to top of mill power. And so now, now we get to play the game of, am I even gonna make it home? We burn a lot of fuel. That's an F-15. So this number that just came up is a radar hit. So my plane's picking up a radar signal coming from this direction. These are other radar signals coming from behind me. That's the SAM site. And this is a F-16 off my left side. So that means that's obviously a friendly F-15 because that's coming from the direction of home, right? For goodness sakes. We did limited damage? What range is he at? And he said he's gonna be hanging out at like waypoint 9, right? Shallow out this this climb. That might be him. State 6.0 and leveling out now. Angels 20, 25 miles from waypoint 9. Alright. Not there yet, so we're gonna put the autopilot on. It's such a nice feature. And then couple, and that's gonna take me right to my waypoint. Let's also we'll set the TACAN up. This is like a navigation signal. That can guide you to different places. So this one, I'm setting it to the aircraft carrier. I'm gonna zoom this display in because that should be my flight mate. Yeah, because he's heading literally right towards waypoint 9. What's your
Green 1 is established at waypoint 9, beginning left-hand orbit at Angels 20.
Copy. Tree is 13 miles away, approximately a minute 30, and we'll rejoin. There he is. Hey, where'd he go? I had him. There he is. Literally, like you're looking for a speck on the horizon. Yeah, we'll go autopilot off. Rocky! I'm flying an airplane, Rocky. That's my cat, everybody. I know. Come here. One tree, I have visual on you.
Roger, proceed, rejoin. Parade right.
Rejoin parade right, tree.
Roger, acknowledge.
Oh, this is a hell of an entry. I know.
Got you on data link. And got visual on you. My 7 o'clock.
Copy, tree.
Forward in position.
Copy, tree. Gotta be a little bit closer than that. Tree in position, low state 5.2.
Magic. Joker 1-1 holding hands with Joker 1-3. Established at waypoint 9 request, low state 5.2. Permission to fence out an RTB. Joker Magic, permission granted. Forward fence out. Joker 1-1 RTB. This is 1, go ahead and fence out.
Check radios.
Joker 1-3, this is 1-1, go ahead and fence out.
And fence out, tree.
Cycle 110 miles to the carrier. You're leveling out, you're heading 180.
Level out 180, tree.
Okay, slowly descend. Magic,
Too much, too much, too much, too much.
Joker 1, Magic, push 250 and contact Marshall. Joker 1-1. Push 250, radio 2.
250 tree.
We'll check in with 50 miles per hour.
Copy tree.
One leveling out, Angels 1-2.
Level out tree. Turn our lights on. And what we'll do is we'll get off of the waypoint. We'll go. Sign this page. Shit, where's the lead? There we go. We'll go TACAN. And it should show up. Yeah. So we're like 86 miles away from the carrier. And the nice thing is that the carrier is moving towards us, so that distance. You all brushed up? Hopefully there's a pretty good chance that's not the case today.
Roger that.
There we go. He's moving his head in the cockpit.
200 Washington, add over the positive radar contact. Marshall 200, roger, we'll report at 50 miles out. 200.
He keeps looking over at me. And if you see somebody's head in their cockpit looking, they're doing that in real life. So he is moving his view to look over at whatever he's looking over at. This is very hard to do when you're this close. The thing about this airplane is it's a digital fly-by-wire flight control system. So you're not having to work as hard as if, you know, you were in just a hydraulically controlled airplane, like really actually physically manipulating the surfaces around. That's even more work, more trimming. So formation flying, like, it could be harder, but this is a very easy jet to do formation flying in. Considering the alternatives is what I mean to say. Yes, hi. Yes, I see you, Icky. State 4.3. So so he's asking me how much fuel I have left, basically. How much further I can go, and we're gonna be pretty close to the limit by the time we get back to the carrier. So I won't have a lot of...
Building hands with 211, others 358, 452, Angels 12, 2 ship Hornet, low state 4.1.
He has less fuel than me. Zero.
Correction, report ACB at 10. 200.
Fuck. I was trying to set it, brother.
This is 1, maintain speed. We're descending to Angels 5.
Sending Angels 5, tree.
Correction, Angels 3.
Angels tree.
Look down.
Look out, tree.
Verify your hook. Check mine.
One, I have a good hook from you.
Alright, I'm down confirmed.
Thank you, boss.
I think I see the boat straight ahead.
I'll let you know when I pick it up, tree. Copy, tree.
Altitude. Altitude.
All is flying. I love the formation flag. Keep it just there. One leveling out for our Angels 3.
Copy, tree.
Bingo. Bingo.
Trees at bingo.
Reduce airspeed to 350 knots for our pattern.
Tree 50. Tree. My shoulder's getting sore. I keep adjusting the throttle, gosh dang it. Somewhere out there is a boat.
Like to return to the side of your aircraft now.
I can't tell you how satisfied I am to see my silly little name on the side of a jet. Thanks.
You earned it.
No, I definitely appreciate the opportunity to fly with you guys. This is some of the best stuff I get to do.
It's a pleasure, my friend. It's a pleasure. You should have visual of the carrier straight ahead.
Yep, I see the carrier straight ahead.
Okay, can I go ahead and update
State
state?
3.7, tree.
Marshal 200 holding hands with 211. You at 10, low state 3.6. 200, update state, go tower. 200, low state 3.6. Okay, I'm gonna adjust slightly right to enter at point 4 and enter the Marshall stack. Gently follow me in.
Follow me in, tree. I'm gonna give him just a little bit of space just for this maneuver so we don't like fucking crash into each other. There's the carrier.
We're overhead.
Copy, tree. What a view.
Marshall 200 holding hands 211 overhead. Washington Tower, you'll see this Charlie.
Hell yeah.
15 second kiss off. 15 second kiss off, 200, single Charlie.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna descend to pattern altitude.
And descending tree. Oh, that's why. I think it's 1,000 feet. Yeah, it's 1,000 feet in this jet. Air Sim had a little bit of a hiccup. I'm rejoining formation. Yes, I'm aware, Wolf. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Tree kissing off. I'm gonna do a hard pull. Cut the power just slightly, and I want to roll out at about, yeah, 250 knots. This is it, boyos! Alright. Gear down. Full flaps. Let's be a little bit lower than this. I don't see my flight lead. Where did he go? There he is. So we'll start our turn now because he's going to be in the groove right now. Here we go, guys. Battles 211, Hornet ball.
211, paddles, contact. You're high, come right.
There we go.
You'll land up high. You're high. Just a little high. Lined up. Lined up. Lined up.
Drive it in, drive it in. Hell yeah! First time, every time.
Good trap.
Bingo. Bingo.
Two on one, clear the deck.
211, paddles, thank you.
All right, let's there's our flight lead.
Marshal standby. 200, panels, contact, call the ball.
200, Hornet ball 2.6.
You're high and left. Come right. Come right.
Come on, Nikki.
Come right. Lined up.
Cut the power, cut the power.
You're high. Wave off, wave off.
Ah, come on. You got this, Icky.
111, Marshall, Levis weather, visibility 10 plus miles, cloud base, none, altimeter just 29 decimal, minor 2, expect a case 1 recovery, VRC is 04, tree, enter Marshall stack at 3,000 feet, report
What's the course? Here's the fucking course select.
Stack 3,000, reported hit.
Okay, one more time for the books.
Paddles, contact, callable.
200 Hornet ball 2.4.
Come right. Come right. You're a little high.
Ease her down. Ease her down and keep those settings in.
Little high. Lined up high. Lined up high.
Take the power out. Don't change it. Leave it in.
Lined up.
You leave it in. 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 Nice!
One wire.
Nice landing, sir. We made it. We fucking made it. Alright, turn her off. We fucking did it. We made it back, folks. Let's get this bread. Woohoo! Alright, I'm gonna switch over. And, yeah, we'll go back to the push to talk. And let's go join our boys. Back on, Discord. There we go.
Hello, hello.
Nice landing, sir.
Nice landing. That was one wire. It is so floaty. I like after flying the Tomcat, I'm just like this stick's so floaty.
Well, and especially if you're in a clean configuration, like trying to slow that thing down, like it's it's like close to stall speed when you're on landing. It's a
I
hoot.
mean, the last one I was like getting back into the groove. I was like, okay, like now it's coming back to me. But I should have done a couple of traps. Well, no one died. I mean, in the boat at least. Let's see what our bombs did. Let's see what our bombs did here.
You know, everyone died, right? Except for you two.
Really? Holy shit. Let's check the tag, guys. That is sad. I mean, the thing doesn't track if you're at 20 feet. I don't know if everybody was at 20 feet.
I was at 30 feet when I got smoked.
Yeah, 30 feet they'll track. 20 is the magic
So
number.
20 feet, perfectly fine. 30 feet, you just wasted 3 hours of your day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what it comes
Sorry.
down to. Yeah, 30 feet is the magic number.
I think I was at like 20, 30 feet. But I don't know why, like it picked power out of like the three of us.
I think it's because Power's closer and he was at 30 feet consistently, so probably he got saved because he was
Yeah, because he was in front of me.
Yeah, he's in front of you. That's
yeah.
Look at what's going on here in the tack view. It wasn't a waste though, Power. At least you got to the target area.
Hey, it could have been worse. We could have gotten IC'd.
I got 30 seconds from the targeted area.
Let's take a look.
I should get a copy of tack view.
So really good stuff here. We're really smooth in our transition of assembling and all that stuff. Let's use know since we're all here. Yeah, we were the first to go there. Wow, we were even ahead of the cap flights. Look at us. Yeah, the cap flights are getting there. The bathroom. Yeah, those are the contrails we were seeing. Spade guys. What is Zhang? Where is Zhang going all of a sudden?
Oh, he's turning back. Yeah.
Is he going for the tanker? Oh no. Yeah, maybe some problems. Anyways. Oh, here we go. This is the It's good dives though. Look at that.
I'm sorry. I think you made a mistake here. I think you forgot to say red leader. This is gold leader. We're starting our attack run.
Nice. Okay. So we're going. Let's get the range to that. Safe 5 is going to be Gammon tracking radar, and that's the one we're going for, I think. Yep. So 54 miles. Nice. Yeah, that 10 feet is like. Meanwhile, this is happening. They're doing the same. They look a little higher than us. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Look at that. We're almost simultaneous. Look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like, really good fucking flight from all of you here. That is.
Look at that.
Straight up naval aviation stuff. Okay, now we're getting within a couple of ranges. Okay. Yeah. So now we're entering range of the SA-15s. I never got anything on my RWR until I think Power got his RWR. Okay, let's see. And then obviously I start getting Kingdom Come here.
Yeah, we were getting lit up.
As I pop up, yeah.
A puppy.
Oh. Wow, yeah. Shit.
Comes the missile. Right past you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right past me. Damn, that's insane.
Did you see that thing pass you?
Yeah, I did see something come towards me, but I was
Flew right past you, brother.
I didn't see the missile once it was flying towards you. I saw the smoke trail from the island. Like, that's what I saw. I was like, oh, something fired.
Yeah, I saw smoke and I saw tracers.
Wow.
And then here, I just see this big puff of smoke right in front of me.
I popped some chaff and flare, but I didn't want to turn because if I turn, I gained altitude for sure.
So if that happens, you just have to lose altitude, like with 10 or 20 feet, because they'll immediately like explode in the air and they'll just lose track. But yeah, if you keep 30 feet, then they'll continue to track. Here's the fucking flak. Lots of it. And then here's my pop-up. And then so much shit. You know, a power product saved my life though, because this is where I would start getting shot at.
Yeah, you'd be dead by this point.
Yeah, if the missile hadn't fired at power, I would have been. Here's my 1 GBU. There's my 2 GBU.
Just for you guys, everyone who's still in is RTB right now, so we'll be in it with brief shortly. He's so
Yeah,
happy.
yeah, we're just going over what happened. I got both of my
It
bombs
looked like
out, and yeah. So here,
I got fucked.
yeah, we all got fucked. Here's
I don't want to hear it.
here's Power saved my life. I was supposed to be the bait, but Power took it for me. So I am. But here's the thing though about like low altitude pop-ups like this. Once you get your bombs off, your survivability starts to increase a lot because anything that has a shoot down capability will now have three things instead of one to target, especially
Yeah.
bombs. So as soon as let's see what happened to my bomb. Oh, okay. They're both good, both still good.
Yeah,
Nah, they're
your
shooting
bombs
at them, bro.
landed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think one landed. I don't know about both because. Okay, wow, Jesus Christ! Look at them trying to shoot this thing down. Oof, okay, that missed.
Here comes another shore ad.
Oh, here comes another. That's gonna
This one, yeah, it'll take both of them.
No.
Oh,
Your
There's
bombs
third
made
one.
it. Your bombs made it.
MVP.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah, in typical CAG style, all of his munitions have fucking plot armor, so.
Hey, and who's designing the mission? Wink, wink, right?
Torch's bombs all got destroyed too by the AA. Sorry, not by the AAA, by the SA-15s.
Nice. So Shaq one launcher. Shaq looks like you got the other.
Yeah, both of them here. Yeah. So we got both of them there. What about yours?
Okay, so there's
They got
mine.
destroyed.
You popped up later than I did, though. Did you? Earlier than I
No,
did.
I popped. Yeah, I did pop up earlier.
Like,
They
yeah,
they
so
should. I was following my cues. So
Yeah,
as soon as it
yeah.
said I was in range, that's when I did my pull up.
Yeah. So that distance there is probably the difference because then your bombs stay there longer. You know. Let's see.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but
Were you guys in manual or auto loft?
manual.
Manual.
Okay, see that was my biggest issue because the second I went off,
It's this one probably. Yeah. So one bomb down. I think the one on the left was tracking a launcher anyway, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the bombs like, I think when there's like SA-15s, the thing I think like, for future reference, we just need to like pull up as late as possible, because these bombs they really just need time to. Oh wow.
Yeah. So SA-15 shot down both my bombs. Well, I got out of there.
We got out and then.
if you want to see something cool, watch not mine.
No, we gotta watch it now, brother.
We could skip this one. We could skip this one.
First question. How many of you guys were consistently at 20 feet?
Yeah, that's the first thing I asked when I heard that they died. And this
Okay,
guy said,
so my autopilot was sending me down into the water, and so I turned it off and was going manual, and I went up to so I went up to 30. So I'm going 600 knots here.
Yeah, I see that.
In VR too. So I'm like actually like sweating, like looking out the left side, and so I got up to 30, and the problem was at 30 he launches at me, so I kind of panic a little, and you'll see I'll pull right, and like I'll pull right, and then since I was in auto loft too, because I was planning on just going straight, I couldn't launch when I got in range because it was just due sensory overload. But the coolest thing though was watch when 2-2 makes his run, he uses his bombs as flares.
Okay, we'll see what that looks like.
Really try to go in Luke Skywalker status.
A missile launch, so I'm like, okay, let me turn right.
Those flares are really helpful.
That's the thing too, is like I was debating how fast I want to go, because obviously the faster the better for the bomb survivability and range and all that, but like I was like, also like, am I confident in my piloting skills to be at 600 knots and like not eat shit? So I was like, gonna go 450.
I was feeling good at 600. Oh, you can see how close I'm gonna look at this. Look at this.
You
right?
actually go into the water and then out, sir.
Bounce.
That's probably 10 feet.
It just bounced.
I do it again to try and readjust because I'm still panicking because there's a missile. And then this is where I'm like, oh fuck it, I just got to get the bombs off before I die. And
Okay,
and
let's
this
see your range. Let's see your range for pop up. Hornet 212. 212. Where's like why can't it's so freaking hard to. There we go. 5 miles. You start the loft. Let's see how far you release it.
I didn't release. I couldn't release with
you
auto
couldn't
loft.
release it, yeah.
It didn't let me. So I was like, oh fuck. And then it was inevitable. That was bad. I got too high.
Let's see. High as a kite. Yeah.
Oh boy.
You were not that far though. Oh yeah, but it's just
Yeah, you closed in, but
too long of a.
if you released right there, probably would have made it at 600 knots.
Well,
You might have not had a queue though. You might have not even had the queue yet.
I know I did. I had the queue. That's why I started pulling out, because I was like, oh shit, an auto loft, and it's like I figured, okay, maybe if I I think you have to hold pickle before you even get the queue. So I was trying to maneuver and not hit the water while moving that fast, and I just missed it.
I think in manual you don't have to hold pickle before.
No,
the
you
loft.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like the CCRP, like regular, so IMM weapons and non-IMM weapons, they're programmed differently. So you don't. I think for IMM weapons, so like for JDAMs and payways, I don't think you have to hold for the release because it's technically never like a quote unquote CCRP.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see this gas tank flare.
Yeah, this was hilarious.
2-2 is Maddie, right?
Yeah, that's Maddie. So
Maddie,
I was
23,
watching.
right? Were you at 23, Maddie?
Yes, I
Yeah,
was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you wouldn't have had any track. Oh well, let's actually go to the fate of our seconded Englishman here first, because he's the one who gets. What about you, Charlie? Were you at 20? Charlie.
Yeah, I was pretty much 20 or 30 feet off the deck.
Charlie, there's no pretty much 20 or 30. That is nice and dead, right? The general line. Were you at 20 or 30?
I think I was 30.
There you go. Yeah, 30 will launch.
Okay, so
yeah,
nice.
He had to abort because he's getting launched. Let's see.
So, yeah, this is impressive.
So brutal.
Yeah.
Good dodges though. Look at that. I mean.
Yeah, I come in and I'm like, so did you guys die? Like, yeah, we died. I was like, okay, so either CAG lied to you about like our mission brief of like the altitude, or like what happened? And they're like, yeah, it's only 30 feet. I'm like, bro, what the hell?
Yeah, 20 feet will keep you safe.
Look at the technique right here. Perfect 3-9 line.
Yeah, look at that.
Dude, I was so ready to fly this too.
I know, man. Fuck. I mean, shit. He's also Charlie. You're actually keeping Maddie like
alive.
Yeah, alive
too.
Yeah,
he was the wild weasel.
Yeah. Guys, like obviously it's something to understand is like there's better, easier ways to do this mission. Like fuck, we could have actually had a wild weasel with jammers out loud and lobbing tiles from far, but also we could be like, all right, everybody gets slammy R's and whatever. There's ways we could obviously do this easier, but the reason we're like trying to get that sweet point of like possible but really challenging is one, because that's fun, right? Like I don't want to shoot harms.
Yeah, I agree.
Baseballs and slam ERs every mission, like every once in a while. But so that's number one, is we want to reward it for good airmanship and whatnot. And then second, though, is when we go to Syria, as all of you know, we are going to go into the campaign with a set amount of munitions. So the more expensive, the more modern, and the more capable a weapon system is, we're going to have fewer of them. Which means for lower threat environments, we might actually take dump bombs and drop at CCIP or CCRP, whatever it is. So that's why we're training to get you guys to do more with less, so that when we are in a pickle like situation in Syria where like we got to take out a tracking radar, we don't have any harms left because CAG flew with us one day and ditched 4 harms in the water. Like we're out of harm. So, this situation, like JDAMs are relatively new in 2002, but they're still cheap as fuck. Like you just attach a kit onto a dumb bomb, and so this is why I really wanted us to practice this so that we're getting used to a method of doing an attack, especially against SA-15s. I can tell you right now, without spoiling too much of Syria, not every SAM battery will have an SA-15. Some might, some won't. Especially if it's like an SA-3, why would they put shore rads like an SA-15 on it? It's not worth it. So that's why everything we're doing is a little harder. Oh, does he dodge this one? My man is climbing up. Did you?
Oh, I think this is the one. No, oh no, he dodges like 2 more after this.
Yeah.
But you might want to see what Joker 2 is doing at this second. Watch this. So there's a
Meanwhile, yeah, let's go a little closer. Meanwhile, the man is invincible. The man is invincible because he's at 20 feet, guys. Always remember that. He's invincible at 20 feet. Robert Smith.
Because I saw this happen like in spectator view too, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And then I realized it was such perfectly timed. It was so slick.
Yeah, let's see this. Good stuff. Yeah, at like 20 feet to get to the TMR, you basically just have to be right on top of it, and pull up later than sooner with SA-15s inbound. So good. You're probably looks like you pop up. Yeah, really good stuff. Pop up at like 3. Did you use the Q, Maddie?
I switched off the waypoint and let the pre-planned bombs give me a clue as to the distance.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he followed the cues of the HUD with the TMR up there. I kind of used both because, like, the thing is the TMR changes when you start to pull up, right? So I was, like, kind of trying to use both, obviously.
Yeah, as soon as I see the in range, then I've got the clue. But I think it was like 3 miles, I think.
Yeah,
I
3.5.
Yeah.
And then at 480 knots, it's a little easier to keep that thing under control.
Yeah.
I wanted some in reserve just in case.
Yeah. Oh, here's the flat fire. I honestly added. Oh, you got hit by one.
Yeah, there's where your 480 comes in. The kind of.
I honestly added that just because I knew there's no way they could actually really destroy us. Would it be really cool to see?
Yeah, still maintaining composure despite getting hit by that.
Yeah, the turn here and pop up here. Yeah,
everything's going
clean as hell.
Yeah, really good stuff here. Oh, here's more flak for the cinematic. Oh, there's an Igla launch though.
Yeah, and this is this is just beautiful.
Yeah, hold on.
Now watch this.
Hold on. We gotta slow this down more.
There's no way you just fucking what?
I can't go any slower. Oh, that's lame. All right.
This man really deflects Igla with his fucking GPUs.
That's call sign worthy. I'd say that's call sign worthy. We gotta.
He was using JDAMs as flares.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Wow.
That's insane. I mean, why is the Igla even going for a bomb? It's not gonna be hot. That's great.
He was flying so fast, the friction had burned up the heads of the.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a nice thing about going head on to a target is like the IRs gonna have harder time tracking because our thrusts, the nozzles are at the back. Oh, he did not get low fast though. He did not get low fast. He's up there.
Yeah.
He's up there.
And this is the end. This is the end.
You don't have any more GBUs to deflect those things, bro. Let me tell you.
Oh, he got killed by flak, huh?
No. It was a man pad, I believe. I think that it was just glitched on your.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I know that tac views, they're not like perfect. Like the placement of the objects and stuff aren't really perfect, but you might have fragmentation damage here just a little bit. We don't know.
And he had been hit already.
Yeah, he'd been hit already.
Yeah. So that was probably just the killing blow.
You're flying a Hornet, son, not a hog.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a second before I had the main impact, I got Bitch and Betty shout bingo. I was like, oh, I'm in trouble.
It does.
black.
Yeah.
Where's the manpad? Oh, well, that's really far.
Yeah, it's that
Oh,
one.
well,
You'll see because it disappears. It's a
it is
glitch. Yeah.
the positional glitch. So
But
There's more 15s heading my way as well.
yeah, but Charlie, meanwhile, and he's also dodged like
yeah, let's go,
4 during this
let's
time.
let's go
Right?
back to Charlie's little roundup group here, roundup gang here. The count of how many that okay guys, that is one thing characteristics about SA-15. The thing that makes it really fucking annoying to deal with, their acquisition time to launch time is like godly unrealistic. It's like 4 seconds. Like within 4 seconds they're going to get a missile off of you and then they can keep lobbing more missiles. But two things that really helps out dealing with SA-15s is their missiles are so short ranged that any kind of maneuver or any kind of maneuver going cold like instantly defeats them. So like as long as we're not going like continuing on, it's not bad to dodge. So he already defeats 2 beautifully here. Like they don't track very well. And then man's still got the mission to do it. And then he's like, oh, never mind, I gotta dodge again. Another one. See, great dodges for both of them. They're not really good at tracking. And again, if you go cold, they're gonna run out of speed very quickly. Like, and then that's out of range, so it automatically explodes. Wow, 5 so far. 5.
Dude, you're fighting for your life out here.
You dodged 5 missiles, Charlie. Oh, good stuff. I mean, that really. I think Maddie would have been okay until the pop-up because he was at 20 feet, but you kept all of those really busy. I wish you would have gone before us because then power may have lived here. So, just a little debrief in terms of SAM compositions you could expect to deal with in Syria. We're going to have strategic SAM sites, longer range SAM sites like an SA-5. Those are obviously critical to Syria's air defense, so they're going to be heavily guarded inland. The reason we're practicing with a combination of manpads and SA-15s is that they within an SA-5 is they complement each other's defenses really well. Same thing you can change out the SA-5 for an SA-10. It works exact same way. Anything high, the SA-5 has the range. Anything low but close, SA-15 can deal with it. But SA-15, as we've shown here, is also vulnerable when we can get that low to like 20 feet and pop up with JDAMs. They can be negated to some degrees. That's when the manpads come in and fill the gaps because we want to get as close to our target as possible, like we've seen today, before the pop-up, which means the enemy knows both their SA-15s and their strategic SAM site is completely useless to that point. So that's where we throw in the manpads. Now, first thing, manpads in DCS completely unrealistic. There is no fucking like for a supersonic jet to get shot down by manpads like in real life, it's like really impossible. Like I honestly don't think manpads should be able to track fast jets. Maybe like an Su-25 or an A-10, sure, for real, but like they can't really shoot down jets in real life. But in DCS, like it is a method for us to create another set of challenge because I don't want to have a foolproof method where we don't have to consider anything. Low altitude pop up against just an SA-15 and the actual target literally means we pop up as late as possible from 20 feet and we have the sense of this feeling that we are completely invincible. But when you throw manpads into that equation, you actually now start having to think about when you're getting close to the coastline because they can shoot you down at any altitude. So that's why we introduced manpads all around throughout the island. So, if you get too close without popping up and lofting and releasing, then you are getting in range of manpads. And obviously other closer range AAAs like Shokas and Grisons and whatnot. But that's basically it. I will I will say this is the easier version than in terms of the SA-15s existing. That makes it harder than what we might see in Syria. But what makes this easy is it's so easy for us to maintain 20 feet over sea. As long as your autopilot's working, that's actually not hard. So in Syria, pros and cons. Staying consistently contouring the terrain at 20 feet is going to be very challenging at high speeds, and you throw in poor visibility, that makes it worse. But the good thing is, though, we're going to have things to mask our approach with hills and mountains. Syria is
Yeah.
very mountainous, so there's give and takes. Like 20 feet approach to maintain that is going to be almost impossible, but at the same time we will learn how to use terrain, and the mission designers will consider your approach and see what approaches are a little easier to mask with. But I hope you guys had fun at least.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah,
This was
fun.
thrilling.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
thrilling. Sitting too close to the water like that and doing it manually too.
It's fine. I would have honestly preferred it if you splashed again so your call sign is
Yeah. I couldn't let it happen. I knew what was at stake. So I was locked in. I was locked in.
Good stuff, guys. And if you do have time to practice, yeah, just set up an easy mission on Mission Editor, place a strategic
Yeah.
SAM tracking radar that's your target. Do what I did and just place down cues that of what you approximately want to use, and same thing pre-planned, or you can even do target of opportunity. But I kind of like having you guys input coordinates because I'm evil. And then and then place an SA-15 defending it, and practice your approach and the pull up. It's not as like I said, the pull up is not the same as non-IMM weapons like dumb bomb. Like how you consistently have to pull at certain G's at certain attitude pitching, like, and then holding down the pickle button to get the bombs to release. Like that isn't the case. So at least you got that going for you. The way you pull up doesn't matter as much. The JDAM figures out the time to minimum release, like based on what your aircraft is doing at that time, and it's more of a zone than a point like CCRP is. So yeah, really fun flying with you guys. I look forward to doing it again. I should practice some of the case ones in a Hornet because it's very different from. Let's see what our brethren in the okay. What are they doing there? Oh, the SA-5s are getting at them. Yeah, they're defending. They're defending from the SA-5. They also look very bare, I'm just gonna say. They look like there's... Oh, 105 is not giving up though, holy shit. Alright, go Nick. Is he gonna do a pop-up?
Look at his profile, yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, do you guys know how to do a laser guided pop-up with computer command in a Tomcat? It is not worth it. So you can do a CCRP in a Tomcat, but the reason it's really not like I don't think really a good thing to do is you basically have to pass your target once, and then the pilot can use the pipper on the diamond on the HUD and designate it. So you have to actually see the target that you're gonna designate as a quote unquote CCRP, and then to do that with a JDAM, to do that with a whatchamacallit, the laser guided bombs, you obviously, if you can't see the target, you use the television camera on the Tomcat that comes with it, and when you pop up, the Rio flews the television camera, finds the target, and designates that, and then that you can now use on the fucking lantern, and then you can blaze from there. It's just not worth it, especially when your ass is on fire. So let's see what they try to. Oh my goodness, yeah, they're way too. They're getting.
This is like trying to like do a stealth mission in a bus.
Yeah, I mean,
This is just imagine like seeing an F-14.
they're not. Yeah, I mean, F-14 also doesn't have altitude hold the same way it's in the.
Oh man, he tried.
Look at 1-1. Oh, 1-1 bugged out.
Here we go. Oh wow! Like, let's see how well these. Oh, it's 3v3 here, but
Drop tanks. Huh?
this is another evil thing I'll do to let you guys know, just to see if you guys are actually doing radar work and all that. I gotta leave in 3 minutes, but it's 3v3, right? It's 3v3. But you see how I intentionally spread the azimuth of the enemies like really far apart? It's so that like you guys still have situational awareness that your initial contact, the ones that you're assigned to target, might not be the only ones. And you see how I have them doing a pop-up here? They're at 200 feet. They're not even spotted on radar. That's why they're like all going going for all going for this guy because they don't see them until they start to pop up. I give enough range, you can still target it once they get up to altitude. But right now, the problem is if you are committing 3 fighters to a confirmed single target, then no one's slewing their radar elsewhere or staying on track for one. So let's see what happens here. This is going to be an easy kill for sure, but how are they going to react now? Okay, also you definitely want to be spread out 1 mile apart.
If everyone can jump to briefing now, we'll do a big Mish debrief.
Dodge there. Yep, we'll be there. I'm gonna have to head off because I gotta go do my doggy thing. But yeah, these guys are now approaching, and are they gonna be? Oh, they're going for the other ones. Thankfully, there we go. All right, good flying with you guys. I'll see you guys next week. We might do a BFS. So, but if any BFS. I can't run this mission concurrently. But if someone else has a server, I can give this mission file. And we can all have a go again.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Fun playing with you guys. Appreciate you all. Enjoy your long weekend. I'll be around to fly some Tomcats or whatnot over the weekend, so just hit me up.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, Joe.
See y'all later.
Cheers.
They accounted for stuff like we do.
You mean like having less than one full squadron trying to spawn in?
Yeah.
It's like ED. Do you never multiplayer?
Oh yeah, which Tomcat spawned in on me when I moved 3 inches.
Oh, not again.
Oh my god.
That was Victory 2.
Yeah, I moved 3 inches on the boat. Everything, I programmed my bombs, everything, and we'd already been delayed. And I moved forward and turned right, and then bam, I hear explosions, and I was like, "Oh, okay, great."
Yeah, that happens because you blocked the spawn slot. So when you moved and kind of emptied the spawn slot, whoever has the delay to start message, he just spawns right in. That's the issue.
Yeah. Oh, fun stuff.
So
it's the same spawn spot as well. We realized. So there's obviously multiple spawn slots, but there's one which is the issue one every time.
Yep.
But unfortunately, when you create it all in the mission editor, you don't get to pick. You just select the boat, and then it just picks itself.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Not quite. As a mission editor, so they will try to pick the closest empty spawn slot. So if you put, like, if you zoom in really close and put aircraft all around the boat in a circle, you will have them spawn at different slots. Does that make sense? Do you know, the spawn system is really wonky on the carrier. It's really stupid at times. And also, I think one of the static objects, like the crane, is kind of intruding on one of the spawn slots.
Yeah, it
Elevator
is.
2. So that should really not be there, ideally, if you can.
Yeah, I didn't place any of them, so I don't know how or where they've really been placed. So everybody in.
Yeah, some divine power of intervention just felt like I didn't belong on the carrier today and booted me off. So.
Yeah. Fell off the carrier apparently.
You've seen too much. You've seen too much. You need Jesus in your life.
You restarted quicker than I could see the shit show stuff, so good job.
Yeah.
The SA-5 started tracking us at 30 miles, launched at 20 for the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's angry. It's angry. It got me last time.
I mean, we defeated 3 pretty easily. Like,
So I
they
know you
just went real chaff hungry, I guess.
I know you all just missed it, but a MiG just got it looks like our E2D, so you didn't get them all.
Rip.
Yeah, we got spiked over the carrier. We don't know if it was us or if it was just stray radar, but like we were over the carrier coming into land, and we got a spike for like 10 seconds.
Probably those MiGs. There was 2 MiGs chasing years back.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we definitely could have gotten that first SA-5. So I don't know if you remember when they launched, I called it was on us and for 2 to continue. They still defended. If they had continued, they definitely would have been able to get to their target and hit that track radar.
Okay.
Because we turned around, came back in at, let's see.
Yeah. If there's any debrief stuff, let me know. I'm gonna bounce for a bit.
Second one launched at 17 miles, again on us. And they were already low at that point, and they were already taking other missiles. I'm gonna watch them for a second.
Okay, sorry guys, I forgot my Discord. I have audio in my car, so I'll be here. Go ahead with the debrief. Sorry.
That's why you sound like hot garbage. All right.
Okay.
At least I'm hot. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just stream this quick for the carrier related problem with spawning, so people can see. I think this might answer some of the questions. This is how your spawn looks in the mission editor when you set up the carrier. So a carrier is here, and then some of these are the objects that are placed. See how they're just placed and linked to a unit. The aircraft that I think had the issue with were the ones which were considered like number 1 of however many in their group, which I think is assigning them all to the same location, because that's the, what was it? There was 2 F-18 or 3 F-18s there, and the 2 14s that were, I think, were all trying to be assigned to the same location. Now these are the other ones in the same units. These are considered like number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever within that group. So, for example, you know, this 18, what's it, 111. See how this is how you assign the position for it. So this is essentially an ED issue. What I'm trying to get at is the spawning. So these are the options you get when you you select where you want it spawned to. So you link it to the unit, so it's linked to the George Washington, and then you select the location. So take off from runway would put it on the catapult. Take off from ramp puts it obviously in one of the spawn slots, and then take off from park and hot is obviously not what we do because we don't do hot starts. So that's really the only options we have. You can have it spawning in the air, which is what these are, like flyover points and stuff. So yeah, that's why essentially it's up to the ED's programming of DCS to select your spawns, which is why it's fucking up the spawns.
There's also an added thing to add to that is the Tomcat has never been and like still continues to not be fully integrated to the supercarrier module, because the supercarrier module was made for the F-18 by ED, which is both ED modules, and I still know that the Tomcat is the cause of like many bugs on the boat that I know about or don't know about. Probably is because they're trying to integrate a third-party developer to like, you know, work with a module that they've specifically made for an F-18.
I've not got TAC View installed on my laptop right now, so I can't do a TAC View for everybody. But can run through what happened up until the MiGs came. So for the 18s were everything pretty much went to plan, apart from obviously a few people crashing out, which obviously shit happens. The 18s got in a position they had to orbit for a little bit, wait for the 16s. Once we had the 16s on their cap tracks, the 18s then went in, did their super low pop-ups. Unfortunately, I think Joker 2, I think only one of them got bombs off, maybe 2 years. I know one got shot down, I think, on the way in. Same for Joker 1. I think Joker 1 had some limited success. They got a couple bombs off, which did do some damage. I was watching both. I like to control a lot ATC because it's realistic. It doesn't just show you everything; it only shows you them when they're actually on radar. And then I use this actually obviously in game to see like BDAs and stuff. So I know Joker 1, when you hit this area, Some of the bombs were unfortunately shot down by the frigates that are right here, which was a bit unfortunate, and I think maybe wouldn't be that realistic because it's insanely accurate for a frigate to fucking fire a missile and shoot down a JDAM bomb in the air. But that did happen, unfortunately. But nevertheless, quite a few of these did get damaged from the bombs. Joker 2 flight didn't see any damage. I'm not sure what happened. I think, like I say, someone did drop bombs, but I didn't see any damage. Then for the after that all happened, I think Joker 1 got 2 aircraft out, and Joker 2 flight I think all got shot down. The 14s came in for their strike run, but had limited success because I think user kept getting spiked and kept having to defend and didn't really manage to get any bombs off because obviously these SA5s were still up and just spamming fucking missiles out. Around about that point, as yous started to RTB from there, was when we got all of these started to come in, the MiGs, which then obviously the Speed 1 flight over here got the first 2 flights. These 2 came in first, which luckily at this point the Chief 1 flight was around about, I think, Captac Dracy, and we directed you across this way to have some fun over here and help Speed 1 out, which worked out really nice because Speed 1 went for this northern track and this one out to the west Chief 1 took, and I'm not sure if anyone was shut down out of Speed 1, but from what I've seen, it was pretty successful. You've got both of these groups and didn't lose anybody. Then we had
no one was, yes, we're good. Speed 1
yeah.
fight was all good.
Yeah, it was really good work between the Speed 1 and Chief taking out these 2 groups, I thought. Then the 2 groups that came out from the right, and I think 1 group in the middle, similar sort of thing. I think we had someone from Speed 3 over here leave, out of time, whatever, had to leave for like real world stuff. And then we had Speed 2 in the middle with, then Chief came back over because they still had some fuel and some missiles. And then Speed 2 and Chief in the center here then took on 2 more groups. And then again, I think it was all pretty good. I think you maybe lost 1 aircraft, was it, from Speed 2?
Correct. We lost Speed 2-2, yes.
Yeah, and then but other than that, you shot down both those groups, I think. And then there was just this 1 group that was left up here that came in really late to the game, but I knew everybody was low on fuel and low on missiles and whatnot, so we RTB'd everybody that was left. And we had those flights that were left here, so Speed 2 and Chief landed at Saipan. Everybody else returned back to carriers and stuff. But yeah, it was all
a very
around a
high
pretty good
trip
mission.
rate.
The only thing that we didn't achieve was the destruction of the headquarters, which was the sort of primary part of the mission, but nonetheless we still got a lot of enemy air shot down and damage to the SA5s on this end of the island. So I'd say that was a pretty good all-round mission. I don't know if there's any
And Speed 1
comebacks from
flight
people.
just glided down, so we're all down 2. I did it. Just glided down.
Yeah, nice. I was hella impressed by all the Speed flights managing to stay on cap for such a long time. Both Owen and Ed said, like, how the fuck are those 16s managing to not use all their fuel up? You did really well.
I would like to interject and point out that I had to dump fuel with John. Like, we had way too much.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think that was due to yous having sort of the issue on the carrier and not launching, because you should have launched a lot sooner, and then what would have happened is you would have been ahead of the Chief flight and probably orbiting waiting for them.
Yeah,
which is
I'm
when you
just
would have
saying,
burned it.
in reference to his cosine. deal.
Yeah.
Yes, he had no fuel this time, yes.
It was a joke. I know I'm German, but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was funny.
Ah, okay. Now I understand.
That's a neat. That was a neat slapper.
Oh, I do good jokes. He doesn't.
You're so funny. Cool. Good talk, guys.
Oh yeah, by the way, Mercs, my game crashed, so I didn't land.
I do want to call out that maybe the reason.
That's it. Ed and Owen gone. So, for, if there's anything you want for any comebacks for the controllers or anything to improve on, anything like that.
Get
Gee,
judged
your
on the
mic
American
is
accent.
constant background noise from G.
Yeah. Tell him he should close the hard top on his convertible.
Yeah, so I'll add something, guys. So, big part of the challenge of flying with us, or probably any well-organized group, is that everything we do is interconnected. So today, we were only able to destroy, one of the 2 tracking radars. So there was one SA-5 that remained active, and that made tasking for the Jolly Rogers really, really, really hard. So we all have to rely on each other, trust each other, and support each other, because we are really so interdependent and interconnected, and that's kind of what I enjoy flying with this group. Is it's not okay if we alone, like you by yourself, like gets your job done. We all have to work together as a team, and there is no success of one group or other group. It affects all of us. If the cat flights didn't do their jobs right, then the F-18s wouldn't have even been able to get close to releasing those bombs. And unfortunately today we couldn't get both of the tracking radars, but if we did, then it makes the F-103's job much more easier. And same with the escort flights. So everything is interconnected, and that's why it's difficult, and rewarding and challenging. And I've brought this up to the Hornet guys as well, and it's worth mentioning to all of you since we have a lot of new members. Obviously, there's really much easier ways to get a job done by using specific ordnance or attack profiles or whatever it is, slam ERs, JSAWs, a bunch of TALs, whatever it may be. But 2 reasons we restrict our loadout and try to get us to be trained to do more with less is because when we deploy to Syria, as you all know, we go into Syria with limited ordnance per the whole task force. And the more expensive, the newer, and the more capable an ordnance is, we are going to have fewer of it. And when we use all of it, that's gone. So we would obviously all like to, it would be much easier to just lob JSAWs and slam ERs from standoff ranges, or every time we do a seed or a D, we just use harms and a bunch of TALs and whatnot. But we're not going to have that luxury later on in Syria, and we might, if we don't manage our ordnance use per the correct threat level, we might run out of the ones that makes our job easier, and when we really need it to take on higher threat environments. So that's why we want you guys to learn how to use weapon systems and ordnances in a different way to get the most max miles out of it. And that's also why a lot of the times we limit how many missiles you guys take off, even for an air-to-air duty, because you're not going to always be able to take 6 MRAM-Cs every mission. We're just not going to be able to. So that's why we occasionally mix in AIM-7s, although it's ancient, but they were still used in 2002. So that when we're shooting down transport cargo, or something like a MiG-21 where we really don't need Fox 3 missiles per se, we are used to using these weapon systems that we'll have in abundance. So that's sort of why we challenge you guys. Also, it's not fun when the mission's easy all the time, but the campaign design team as a whole, our goal is to really find that sweet spot of challenge and reward where the mission is possible. Like you can do it, but you also need to be on top of your game to get it done, and that's sort of what we want from all of you guys to enjoy. And thank you to the controllers as always. I feel like our ops, if from a controller standpoint of view, even getting people assembled and taken off, like how much smoother is that now, right? Pretty awesome. So thank you guys, controllers. Like you guys rocked it out again as usual.
Yeah, sorry, it's just me that's left and no one's gone. But yeah, you can tell the difference with the aircraft as well. Everybody's like better at doing their own thing as well. That makes everything better.
Big thank you to the controllers. Like, we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Also, I think do we have a couple people who's hit their 5th flight today? I think Cardi's one of them.
Ooh, let me check. I've not updated the database is up to date from the last mission, but not for this mission. Yeah, I've got a screenshot of the start of the mission, so I'll update and
Well, anyone
see.
who's hit their 5th flight, congratulations today. Good job.
Yeah, there might be a few. Just having a look now.
Next week we're doing basic flight school because it's our three missions, 1 training day. We might also, if Dan, if we want to, we can create like another smaller mission for someone out, like the people who've already taken it. We'll figure something out, or just take a break and have fun at a pub server, whatever it may be. But we'll just run at least 1 more basic flight school because we have a lot of new members coming in. So
yeah.
Good stuff, guys.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, good night,
Have a good
everyone.
one, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, if the
Appreciate
Vipers
it.
can go down to our channel really quick.
Thanks for the flying, everybody.
Thanks for the mission, guys.
See you guys later.
Yep.
Thanks, G.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Yeah, we pop back in. Bring Elmo back. Elmo's back. If you joined me at any point during the stream, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. That was a very exciting mission that we were doing. I'm very surprised that I survived. That was like a 1 out of 5 chance I was giving myself that I was gonna make it out of there. But thankfully, Power ate that missile for me. We'll just end the stream here, and once again, until next time, folks, y'all have a safe one. And y'all have a good day wherever you are. See ya.